In the module 2 of matrices and determinants, today we are going to learn inverse of a matrix. How to find the inverse of a matrix. But before that, we should know what is inverse. In the previous module 1 of matrix determinant, we have find how to find the adjoint of a matrix, and that adjoint will be used here. So let us start. Inverse of a matrix. If A and B are square matrices of order n such that the product of A and B gives identity matrix, or the product of B into A gives identity matrix, then B is called the inverse of A, or A can be called as inverse of B. That is, when you multiplying A and B, you get I, then B is called the inverse of A. B is inverse of A, and it is represented as B is equal to A to the power minus 1. This is A inverse. And in place of B, I can write A inverse like this. So it will become A into A inverse is equal to I. If I write here A inverse, it will be A inverse into A. That is, you can write both ways. A into A inverse is equal to I, or A inverse into A is also I. Similarly, if the product of A and B is I, then A can be also called as inverse of B. That is, A can be written as B inverse. So it will become B into B inverse is equal to I, or B inverse into B is equal to I. So what is inverse? Inverse is that matrix, when you multiply it with the matrix A, you get identity matrix. You know all identity matrix, the diagonal is all 1 1 1 and the remaining elements are 0. So if you are able to find the inverse of a matrix, that is A inverse, then A is called invertible matrix. This is invertible matrix if its inverse exists. But all matrices are not invertible. It is possible only when determinant of A is not equal to 0. That is, A is called non-singular matrix. Remember, A is a singular matrix if determinant of A is equal to 0. This is a type of matrix, singular matrix, if determinant of A is equal to 0. But for inverse to exist, the determinant of A should not be equal to 0. Then only you will be able to find the inverse. This can be explained if in the second slide. How to find inverse of a matrix. In the previous module, we have learned how to find adjoint and the properties of adjoint. We have seen this property in the properties of adjoint, that whenever you multiply a matrix A by adjoint of A, you get determinant of A into I. If I multiply this equation by A inverse on both sides, like this, A inverse on this side, A inverse on this side, then you will get like this: A inverse into A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A is a scalar actually. So we have kept this outside this, and only these two can be multiplied. These are matrices. A inverse is a matrix and I identity matrix is also a matrix. So we multiply these two. Determinant of A is a scalar, so it is kept outside. So when you are multiplying this, I can replace the brackets. I can write as A inverse into A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A into A inverse into I. So in the previous slide, we have seen that whenever you multiply a matrix A with A inverse or A inverse with A, you get always identity matrix. So in place of this A inverse into A, I can write identity matrix I. Similarly, when you multiply any matrix with identity matrix, you always get A inverse. A inverse into I is equal to A inverse. That is this. If A is multiplied by I, you will get A. When you multiply A inverse with I, you will get A inverse. So in place of A inverse I have written A inverse. Now we are again multiplying identity matrix with adjoint of A. Both are matrices. So whenever you multiply a matrix with identity matrix, you get the same matrix, that is adjoint of A. So it will become adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A into A inverse. So finally, A inverse will be like this: A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. This is what we have to learn to find the inverse of matrix. This formula you have to learn: A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. This property has been derived from the properties of adjoint. This property we have already learned in first module. So this property has to be used to find A inverse, that is adjoint of A upon determinant of A. So you have to learn this property. So to find the inverse, we need two things: adjoint of A, adjoint of the matrix A, and the determinant. But remember that determinant of A should not be equal to 0. That is, it should be a non-singular matrix. So we will see by some illustrations. So here we have one illustration. You can see the illustration number 1. Find the inverse of the matrix. This is the matrix of 2 into 2 order, 2 minus 1 3 4. We have to find the inverse of this matrix. So first we have to find the determinant of A. if it is non-singular, then only we will be able to find the inverse of the matrix, that is it is invertible. So we have found determinant, it is 2 into 4, 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3, that is 8 plus 3, which is 11, is not equal to 0. So this matrix is a non-singular matrix, therefore it is invertible. And now because it is invertible, so we can find the inverse using that formula, A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant of A. So to find the adjoint, in the previous module we have learned that we have to find all the cofactors of the elements. C11, the cofactor of this element will be 4, removing the first row and first column, it is 4. C12 is this cofactor of this element, which is removing this first row and second column, you will get 3, but we have to change the sign here because the sum is odd, so it is minus 3. Similarly, the cofactor of this element will be removing this first column and second row, that is minus 1, but we have to change the sign, so it will become plus 1. And the cofactor of this one is C22, that is removing the second column and second row, you will get 2. So these are the CIJs. CIJ is 4, minus 3, 1 and 2. And to find the adjoint, we already know the adjoint of A is Cij transpose. So we have to find the adjoint of the cofactors. So it will become 4 minus 3 in the first column and 1, 2 in the second column. So this is the transpose and this is the adjoint of A. So now what we have to do to find the inverse, we have to find write adjoint of A and then divide it by determinant of A. This is the adjoint of A. Determinant of A we have already found, it is equal to 11. So divide this adjoint of A by 11, that is dividing all the elements by 11, you will get the A inverse. This is A inverse. So you can check this answer also whether it is correct or not. For that you have to multiply this A, the matrix, with this A inverse. So if you multiply A with A inverse, you will get an identity matrix. If this answer is correct, then you can check by multiplying A with A inverse, you will always get an identity matrix. Let us see by another example of order 3 into 3. This is another example of a matrix of order 3 into 3. You can see that matrix 8, 4, 2, 2, 9, 4, 1, 2, 8. First we'll find the determinant of that matrix. You can easily see when you solve it, you are getting a value which is not equal to 0. So this is a non-singular matrix and therefore it is invertible. Because determinant is not equal to 0, we can find the inverse of the matrix. So to find the inverse, we will first find all the cofactors. Here we have found all the cofactors C11 by removing the first row and first column. This determinant we have to solve, 72 minus 8. 72 minus 8, that is 64. Similarly C12, C13, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32 and C33 we have to find all the cofactors. Remember to change the sign at these positions, C12, C21, C23 and C32. Here we have changed the sign also because we know that where the sum is odd, 1 plus 2 odd, 2 plus 1 odd, 2 plus 3 odd and 3 plus 2 is odd, we have to change the sign. So these are the cofactors and this is Cij. Adjoint of A is Cij transpose. So to find the adjoint, we'll transpose this matrix of cofactors. This is the transposed one. Minus 64 minus 12 minus 5 will become the first column, minus 28 62 minus 12 will become the second column, minus 2 minus 28 and 64 will become the third column. So this is the adjoint and the formula is very simple, A inverse, it is adjoint of A divided by the value of determinant of A. The determinant of A is 454, so we'll write 1 upon 454, then the adjoint of A is a matrix. So need not multiply this 1 upon 454 inside the matrix, you can write it as it is like given here. So in this way you can find the A inverse of all the matrices which are invertible, and you can do the exercise of this inverse of matrix yourself from the NCERT. In the next module we'll learn the properties of A inverse. Thank you.